Hello all in YouTube land. As you can probably notice over my shoulder, and you probably saw it on Facebook last night, I actually finished the painting. Now, the thing is, today's Sunday, I've just stretched another multimedia paper, which I am going to it won't be ready for at least till Monday evening. Everything's all been cleaned up around here. Amanda's washed the tile and the top down. The paints have been put away. The water needs changing tomorrow. I've got some tape that needs putting away now. And because, like I say, we just stretched another paper. I'm just waiting for it to dry. That'll take a few hours for it to dry. So we'll just have to wait and see for that to dry. And then I'll have to figure out what I want to paint next. It's just books and the photographs and stuff to go through. It's whatever takes me fancy, really. I'll tell you what, this paper hasn't half expanded that I've stretched here. When you do stretching of water paper, you wet it both sides. Normally people let it soak in a bathtub or a tray. I don't. I wet it back and front with a spray with one of these. So I wet the board it goes on, and then all I have to do is stick my tape on, and then once my tape's stuck on, it's then left to dry. But before it dries, I'm talking to the camera, Amanda. Do you want to say hello, Amanda? You have to speak up, remember, because the batteries are, the microphone's a bit batty on it. Oh, Amanda's in the kitchen. She's just flung the lawn vacuum over the lawn. The grass cutter.
The Easy Glide it's called.
The Easy Glide, yeah. Here she is. Here she is. Do you want to say hello?
Hello. I won't bother with the edging.
I'm just saying, Amanda, when some people soak this in like a bath or a dish, don't they?
What, the paper?
The paper.
Yeah.
I don't. All as I do is I wet it with a spray back and front,
yeah.
And then I just slap my tape on. Now the thing is, I was just about to explain to him that when the water goes on here first, it expands and it curls up at the edges. And then as it dries down, it shrinks.
Yeah, it flattens.
Somebody was parked out there with a blue van.
There's somebody there with a red car.
Yeah, and they were on Lisa's front, now they're parked on this one.
Yeah.
So, like, where was I going? Oh yeah, it expands and it curls up at the edges, and that's when I put my tape on. And then as I put my tape on and get it all stuck down, it's still curling up at the edges. And
yeah, I'm disappearing.
are you going back in the garden again?
Yeah, I've cleaned up the lawnmower.
Cleaned up the lawnmower?
Yeah, I'm not going to bother with doing the edging.
Are you going to do strumming tomorrow?
Yeah.
Right. So, when it starts to dry out, it shrinks, it starts to shrink. The pores go out of it and it starts to shrink. And it goes taut. Well, some of my boards I've got are only thin plywood. And say I put an A3 on there, or an A2, like one of the boards has got an A2 on somewhere, or an A1, I think Amanda's got it. The actual, when it shrinks down, it actually curves the board and makes the board go sort of like curved and taut, and you can actually tap on the paper and it's like tapping on a drum. That's how tight it is. And it's what it does is when you're painting on it, is it stops you from it stops the paper from buckling, which when the paper starts to buckle, it makes it harder to paint on. Reason being is because your paint doesn't go where you want it to go. It follows the contours of the paper instead of following the where you want it to go. I do all of my papers. I stretch all my papers. You see them two behind me there. Them two, the sunflower and the pansies. They on stretch paper. All of my paintings are done on stretch paper. I've only just started with the multimedia paper, but I don't know whether you have to stretch it or not. But I know when you get it wet, it does buckle. So what I've started to do is stretch that like I do the normal, paper, normal watercolour paper. Right. The mixed media paper I'm using is Dealer and Rowney, 250 grams, £169. It's Optima paper. It's a mix. That's the one. Taylor and Rowney mixed media paper. I get that one, and there's a few papers I use actually. There's Cotman papers. I don't know what that one is. Oh, that's Crawford and Black. I've got a few of them in it. There's small 12 sheets of 140, and I've got some more Crawford and Black, and I've got some Cotman, and I've got some Taylor and Rowney. I've got some big Taylor and Rowney stuff in here, and I've got some more Cotman gummed paper and all that type of stuff in there. But it's good. It's your personal preference. Whatever you want to paint with, and whatever you want to use paper-wise, it's whatever your preference is. If you can get, I mean, some of the papers, some of the ones I've used in the past, they just will not take the punishment. They just won't take you, like scrubbing on them with a brush. Say you've painted something and it's gone, it's hard lined. It's got a heavy paint ridge around the rim on the outside, and you want to take that off. Well, what you do is normally wet the brush and just go around it, and you can wash that mark off. Well, some of the papers I've used in the past, you can't do that. It won't do it. And I've learnt with these as well. Some of the papers I've used in the past can't handle this. And this is one of them magic erasers which I find fantastic. If you make a mistake on a paper, these are absolutely fantastic for taking them off. I also have around here somewhere one or two of Peter Peter Woolley's Wonder Brush, or Woolley's Wonder Brush. Now the Woolley's Wonder Brush Large, as you can see, if I can stop myself shaking, you see, it says Woolley's Wonder Brush Large, and I've got the small one, but I don't know what's happened to the oh, there goes a paintbrush on the floor. Amanda will have to go and have a look for that for me later. I don't know what's happened to the medium one. So, Peter, if you hear that, I'm in need of a Woolley's Wonder Brush medium because I've lost one somewhere. Either that or somebody's nicked it. Nick, 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 nick. You know what I mean? But besides that, I've done the paper and it's just deciding what to do. Brambles, time clocks, dandelion time clocks that is. But I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm sorry about this, but the monitor for this camera is down here. Down there, and I keep monitoring, having a look at myself to monitor myself, make sure I'm still in the shot. But I'm still talking to you, the people in YouTube land. Well, tubers. What do they like to be called, people in YouTube land?
I don't know.
I don't know neither. Or is it just tubes? Well, there's another one stretched, Amanda. Just got to wait for it to dry out and it'll be tomorrow, 24 hours. And then it's just got to find something to paint. So, like I say, I finished painting that last night. Amanda had some... I had a video already done, but Amanda had some of the dogs doing tricks and that for the sausages and that, but it's too long and it won't go on, so I'm trying to find a way of cutting a piece out the middle. I know I have got a way of doing it, but like I say, I am no good with the editing suites. I'm no good with any sweets, am I, Amanda?
No.
That's another thing. Amanda's wondering about me because I've stopped nobbling the odd packet of sweets. Oh, Amanda did this yesterday as well for me, which I think's great. She took the pencils, which are these. Took these pencils and marked them down on the sheet as to which ones we've got and which ones we need. Well, I worked it out that we needed 17. Well, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's only 14 I need now. Oh, well, that's not bad. I'll have to see if I can get them ordered online because you can't buy them in the shops anymore. You can only buy them in sets now. You can't buy them in single stock, individual stock. They're a good pencil as well. They're a nice pencil to use. They're really nice pencil to use. They're Art Grip Aquarelle. They're a watercolour pencil made by Faber and Castell, and I find them good because when I with shaking and what have you, I find it's easier for me to keep hold of them. So I wish that there was somebody from Faber and Castell listening to this, because the shop where I used to get my pencils from is, they've gone from doing single stock to doing tins. They've got rid of nearly all the watercolour pans, pan paints, half pans. Well, they have got rid of them all, and they've just gone to tubes, and they've gone to a very minimal selection of watercolour tubes, and they've gone more on the oil and the acrylic. And I don't like using acrylic. I can use acrylic when I need to, but I don't like using acrylic. And I used to paint oils once over, and it's not that it's hard, it's just that I can't afford them. There's an awful lot of V dubs round here. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day, and I'll come back and see you tomorrow maybe. I'll tell you what I've figured out and what I'm going to draw, and then I'll show you the paper once it's dried out and it's stretched. And we'll let you know what we're going to do tomorrow. Whether I can find something to paint, or I might try something different, but I don't think so. You know what I'm like. Right, anyway, so be good, be careful, and peace. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. And that doesn't leave a lot of the imagination. Well, it does now, because I don't do anything now. Don't drink, don't smoke. I paint. See you later, chaps and chapesses. Good night.